guys, so I am back again. I just wanted to do a very quick update on the two classes I'm taking right now. Before I do that update though, I wanted to borrow an idea from Matt, or Dr. Brobotnik. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, you definitely should. He's a bit further along in the respiratory therapy program. I'll link him down below since I'm mentioning him, also make it a little easier to find him if you guys haven't already found him. I wanted to borrow an idea from him and have you guys ask me questions. So feel free to leave any comments down below on this video, and once I've got a couple of questions going on, I'll do a quick video to respond. So it can be about anything. If you want to know anything about me personally, if you want to know something about clinicals or any of the classes I've taken, leave me a comment below and I'll answer those in another video. So I am in two classes right now. I'm currently in my emergency care class as well as critical care. Now they are a little bit different. So in my emergency care class, we're going over various traumas that one might come into contact with in a hospital. So thoracic trauma, burns, diving accidents or diving injuries, as well as pretty much anything else you can think of that's a serious trauma that you would run into in the emergency room or in a trauma bay. So that class is actually really interesting because it's really diving into the core of everything that we've been learning in the past. So you really have to critically think and go all the way back to your A&P class and think about, okay, well, what's constricting when this happens? What is that going to cause? Why is someone pinking up all of a sudden when they were pale and clammy before? What does that mean? So you really have to reach back and do a ton of critical thinking, which is amazing. Because you're actually getting to put a lot of this to use in class as well, and it really makes you reach back to those previous courses that you've taken. That particular class does not have a lab, but it is paired with my critical care class, which is amazing because that class has so much lab time, and we're learning how to do various things that you would see in very commonly ICU, such as nasotracheal suctioning, endotracheal suctioning, trach care, all of that. So we're spending a lot of time in lab and it's always so much fun, and I have such a good group of classmates and a good professor that we're able to critique each other in a professional manner, and no one's feelings get hurt, of course, because we're just helping each other figure out how to do things correctly, how to continue to use that sterile technique throughout the whole process, and it really helps a lot when your class gets along. So although we are serious and we are critiquing each other and keeping things professional and learning these different skills, we're able to have a good time. That's been one of my favorite lab classes so far. Now I can't say for the rest of the program because I'm going to have quite a few other courses that will have lab classes, and let's face it, lab is always a lot of fun because you actually get to put these techniques to use that you're reading about rather than just reading it in a book, which is perfectly fine because that gives you the general idea. But I am very much a person that has to practice things. I need to get my hands on them. I need to touch whatever we're reading about. I need to be able to look at it and inspect it, and I need to be able to try these things myself. That really helps cement these things in. Interesting thing about this course as well, since I've already been on my first clinical rotation, I was able to see most of these things or assist, if not be guided through that process by various preceptors. So it's nice to see the differences between book world and real world, which most of you know if you've gone out on clinicals. Although you read that things are done one way in a book, you may see it differently in real life, whether supplies aren't on hand or if it's an emergency situation. Unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world and everything can't be done absolutely perfectly every time. So it's good to get the background information so that I can kind of put all these pieces together of things that I saw in clinical as well. I know it was a short video, but it was just a very quick update. What else do I have to tell you? I did my first test in emergency care and that went really well. It was a lot of, critical care. Emergency care? Critical care. Sorry, I keep getting the two names mixed up. So I did my first test in critical care and that went well. Because with that class, since we're practicing a lot of skills, it was mostly just a review of the cardiorespiratory system, primarily focusing on the respiratory system. So it was nice to re-go over all of that information, just the little bits and pieces that we have not looked at as much since the first semester. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I know it's a short one, but again, if you guys have any questions for me, leave them down below and I'll answer them in a video in a couple of days. I'll probably film a video within 2 days and put it out over the weekend for you guys. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, okay.